Mr. Bryant, there you go.
All right, thank you so much everyone for joining us on this afternoon. I'm Bishop Mitchell G. Taylor, the co-founder and CEO of Urban Upbound, and I'm joined here today with the CEO and founder of Community Capacity Corporation, Bane, and behind us are a host of young people who decided today that they were going to take control of their financial future. One thing that we want to demonstrate on today is that we truly have in Queensbridge community capacity, which is exactly what Bane and this organization represents, making sure that the residents in our neighborhood, the young people in our neighborhood, are aware of, have access to the tools and resources in their neighborhoods that can change their lives forever. Our geography, where we come from, does not have to control our destiny. And so today, you're going to see a group of young people that have made up in their mind, today, they're going to take control of their financial future. How? By opening up, for some of them, most of them, their first banking account, their first checking account, their first savings account. And every week, they'll come to the credit union and put money in as they get money, because it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. And we're trying to teach our young people these principles because unfortunately, in high school, in middle school, they teach you how to count numbers, but don't teach you how to count money. All right? And we want our young people to know how to count money, manage money, and most of all, make money. Can I hear you say make money?
Make money.
I need to hear that a little bit louder. Make what?
Make money.
And so that's what this is about. This is the stepping stone to their financial futures. And so if you don't have a bank account, that means you're not ready to do business in this world. And so this is the first step for that. And we're grateful for Bane and Community Capacity Corporation and Hamel and all the directors and all the partners that make the magic happen here. I'm also joined by the fearless leader of the credit union, Shonda Sutton-Bax, who will also be facilitating the opening of the accounts on today. And I'm going to take this time now to turn this over to Bane, the CEO of Community Capacity.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today is a celebration. We are in the largest housing development in North America, Queensbridge Houses, and I read recently the median income here was approximately $13,000 a year. And I also read in research that about 4 or 5 blocks away, the median income is $133,000 a year. When we look at the school and the educational systems, or the warehouses where young people go to learn, they are not taught fiscal responsibility. Our young people are not being taught how to ensure financial health. So in a time where we see the pre-existing conditions in our neighborhoods and communities are leading us to death at the rate of 3,000 a day, equivalent to 9/11 numbers. What are some of these pre-existing conditions? I think there has been a perpetual, systemic disinvestment in communities of color. And I think the result sometimes we see in the violence that occurs in these communities. But we have a solution. Bishop Taylor has been in this community. His family has been here over 40 years, making sure to take a holistic approach to dealing with issues, not only in this housing development, but those surrounding and throughout Queens and the city of New York. So we're joining with a Black-owned financial institution in a financial literacy and fiscal justice program that we call intergenerational wealth. Intergenerational wealth building is a core and key component of the work that we do in this community. We too often address the symptoms of the problems that we see in our communities and neighborhoods. We have to continue to go to the root causes, those underlying conditions that are talked about with COVID. Well, poverty has to be addressed in order for us to have a peaceful, a better quality of life in our communities of color. So today we start with 25 accounts being opened for young people. Some of them are criminal justice involved. Some of them come from prison families. But all of them come from disenfranchisement and an oppressive system that has not made a way for young people of color, black and brown people, to thrive in the economy. So we're here today to partner and to encourage others. Our staff was able to put together $625 in order to put a beginning, a starting point on financial literacy for young people. But there are many out there in communities around New York City who could do this 10 times over. So we need to utilize institutions like this credit union. I can't imagine the difficulty, the challenge. I can't imagine the uphill battle that one goes through to establish a black-owned and operated financial institution. I can't imagine to this day the naysayers, the hate, all the pushback, because our relationship with money, black people in America specifically, has been tainted. So we applaud the efforts, and we know that what we need is here already. So we're encouraging today for others to take light of what we're doing. 25 is today. By the end of January, we hope to have 100 people, not just youth, seniors, involved in this institution. And from my understanding, there may be 2 or 3 others in the city of New York. Today marks a new approach to our interaction in communities of color and money. This is a youth-led initiative by CCD, Community Capacity Development, in partnership with this amazing credit union. That being said, with permission, I want to call up our Director of Trainings, Mr. Bryant.
Peace and blessings, everyone. Usually at 696 CCD, we start with a check-in. I'm on a 10. I'm feeling astronomically great to have the opportunity to help some young people, give them the opportunity that my generation didn't have. And this was forged from the youth themselves. The youth themselves said they wanted to be financially literate. My mentor, Bane, Bishop Taylor, I didn't want to call you, I know you changed positions recently. Bishop Taylor, these are real models in our community. These are people that come from our community that have the same culture as us, that live the same lifestyle, from the same economical struggles, from the same social oppression, and all the other struggles that we as a minority community go through. They came and they went through those same things. And they were successful in their endeavors and bringing about partnership and knowing our social capital. Our social capital is when we come together and define how we are going to be treated in our community. This is all the human justice model. This is what we employ at CCD. Human rights, just having the basic necessities, basic understanding and knowing how to be financially literate, things that are exposed to other communities, we are going to expose those to our children. Then we have human development. Human development is when we take these things, these resources, and then we show these young people how to utilize these resources. And then we come to with human justice. Human justice is at a point where we all can hold each other accountable. Why are you taking your money to chase? Trust somebody that comes from your community, that look like you, that act like you. This is what we do. This is what we call the human justice approach. And that's what we're here today to do. And I want to take the time out to appreciate the young people that's here. Because at your age, I didn't even give myself the opportunity to listen and be in this position to be educated. So without you, you are our future. Without you, there will be no us. And I appreciate you. And with saying that, I would like to call up one of the young people. Where's Raylan at?
Here she is, bro.
Kaya, come here. Where Raylan at? Raylan, come here too. Raylan, come over here. Stand over here on my side. Give me 1 second. Stand over here, please. Come up here with us. These are a few of the young people from our organization that would like to say a few words to other young people that inspire them and inspire us. And first, we're gonna start with you. Tell them your name, what you do.
Hello, my name is Nakaya, and I'm a youth builder at 696. I just wanted to thank 696 and the CCD program for giving us a chance to learn financial literacy and helping me better myself as a person. I have not been with 696 for that long, but I have been enjoying my short time here. I'm willing to learn anything they teach me. to help me better myself financially and grow as a person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just introduce yourself, man.
I'm Raylan. I just want to say thank you to 696 and Mr. Bishop Taylor for giving me this opportunity. This is my first bank account, so I hope to be able to learn how to save more. Thank you. So I hope to be able to learn how to save my money more, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right.
Well, I want to say thank you to Bane and to Mr. Bryant and to these young people and to Community Capacity Development and to the Urban Upbound Federal Credit Union.
Yes.
Let me leave you with this one thought. 18 years ago, when I began thinking about, when we began thinking about how could we break cycles of poverty in public housing neighborhoods, and we began doing lobby meetings in all the buildings in Queensbridge, asking folks, what should we be doing and how could you help us do it? And after we got finished, my dad said to me, you'll never be able to make sustainable change unless you own money. And I said, what are you talking about own money? He said, you have to open up your own financial cooperative. And that was 18 years ago. He's no longer with us today, but we're celebrating, and it wasn't easy, Bane is right. Opening a black financial institution in New York City. Now, when we were going through the charter in 2000, we started in 2005. In 2008, we had the worst economic crises ever. My board said to me, I thought I was getting fired because I went to a board meeting and the board was already seated, 8 o'clock in the morning. And when I came in, they said, sit down, Bishop. And they said, we want you to abandon the idea of opening up a credit union. And I looked around at each one of those persons and I said, let me share something with you. A crisis is a terrible thing to waste.
That's right.
Wall Street bankers and everybody else had their chance. Give us our chance. And they said, okay, well, Bishop, we're going to give you another year for this process, then we're going to pull the plug. I'm here to let you know that we were chartered in 2010, the first financial institution to be chartered under the Obama administration. The first one in Queens in over 30 years, and we're celebrating this year our 10th anniversary, and everybody said we wouldn't be here, and we're here because of all of you and all of the support that we have from our community. We put this staple here for our people. We're not waiting for people to build it for us. We're going to build it for ourselves. We're not taking it from the outside in. We're doing it from the inside out. People like Bane, people like Community Capacity Development, people like Urban Upbound Federal Credit Union. We're going to do it, and we're not going to wait for people to do it for us. Thank you so much. Have a blessed holiday. Any questions? Any questions?
Come in.
Come,
Let 'em
baby.
see. Yep, stand right here.
Hey, put this on for they say Bishop Taylor ain't got no mask on. Kill me in the press. Any questions? No?
Financial justice. Thank you all.
We did a great job.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's that membership, I don't know. I'll come down, don't worry about it. Sorry.
So let's say you wanted to save let's say you wanted to
Yeah, three at a time.
some people like a
But we gotta still follow the
basic and then there's another one. I need to start
Okay, I'm gonna wait, y'all. Let me okay. Hey, Mama.
I guess
I'm so sorry about that. Oh, so they're gonna have these on some of them? So they can. No, you're not gonna keep. You're the training facilitator. You have to do that part. She said you can. She make an exception. She's got Oh, I didn't know. How you doing?
Hello, my name is Nakaya and I'm 16 years old.
How do you feel about opening your first account?
I'm happy to be opening my first account, especially knowing that I have people around me to help me, and I'm going to make sure that I keep on track of what I have going on.